I don't know why I can't be heard. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. I don't know why it's not. It's unmuted. Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, I'm trying to look on my phone and on the computer, and there's so many. It's taking forever to come up on the chat. Okay, good. If y'all cannot hear me at any point, say something in the chat. Thank you so much for letting me know that you could not hear me, and thank you, T with. Am I saying it right? T with Talia. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was in here talking and I'm like, ah. I was going to be so upset if I wasn't going to be able to get it to work. Okay, so everybody seems to know a lot, I guess, because they're going to other people, they're hearing stuff, they're seeing stuff. Earlier, I was just going to kind of go through her records and anything else until they updated the website. But I ended up having a lot of more work that I had to do, so I didn't have time to do that. Okay, so what I got from it, I mean, a few of y'all commented and was messaging me and telling me that she got arrested. So I pulled up this site. Let me see if I can pull it up. And it has, Leticia Collins. Her address is City Streets, City Hot Springs National Park, 34 white. She was arrested this morning at 9:31 a.m. Right now, it just says charge, hold for other agency, bond amount 0, arrest agency, Hot Springs, PD, deposition, Bentonville, PD. So I was like, okay, that's good. She doesn't have a mugshot or anything. So that was kind of aggravating. But she's in there. So I'm glad. As long as she is being watched 24/7, it makes me feel a lot better. I am kind of nervous because she's probably going crazy being locked up. Okay, so then I hear she got arrested because of, I guess I don't know why she went to Jason's. I don't know if it was like a spare of the moment. I don't know what led to it. It's crazy how all of that worked. And it's so crazy because I just did a video whenever she was like, I woke up this morning and I don't know where Jason is. I love him. And it was like a 2-week-old video. So it's crazy how I wake up this morning and find out she went to go see him. So again, if y'all know, put it in the chat. I'm a little late on the chat, but I'm getting there. So I know, allegedly what I heard was for some reason she went to his house and I guess another girl was there. I guess she got physical with him and her, supposedly with herself as well. So he called the cops. I mean, how much more perfect can it get? The person that has a warrant, well, he probably doesn't even have a restraining order against her, but he's the reason why she has a warrant out for arrest, pretty much. Well, besides herself. And he was the one who was able to call the cops to get her arrested. Okay. I can't believe she had the nerve to show up at his house, especially after what happened when she showed up at her ex-husband's. I know. And that's something that was crazy to me because in that video, she was saying something about, and I was having a panic attack, so I made sure to go there, like as if she wanted to have a panic attack there. It was really weird because I literally just had one, and you don't want to be around anyone. You don't want to stress yourself out. See, that is what is proving to be correct. The fact that she went to Jason's house this morning, got physical with him and another female, and then was called the police. I mean, Jason called and arrested. Yeah, I guess it seems like that's what has happened. I wish I could find more on the site. Leticia's in Garland County. I have a feeling they would keep her in jail until after she has the baby, since she's made all these threats about offing it. I have a feeling the judge. I really hope so. Whether they keep her there or they move her. Did she have 2 warrants? Did she have 2 warrants or was it only 1? I know with a lot of people, things get, confusing and there's a lot of, misinformation. So I didn't know if she really did have 2 warrants or if it was just 1. And then I heard someone say that it like moved up to a felony charge. So I don't know. I'm just curious. I'm waiting to see exactly what the charge is and what she's going to be like sentenced, and if they're going to keep her there, or if for some reason they don't keep her there, they need to send her somewhere else, like until the baby's born, because then she's going to fucking run. Possibly give her a stiff sentence so that way she'll be in jail when the baby's born and they can take it right away. I think that's kind of what the cops were saying too, was even though they had a warrant, they had to find a reason, which didn't make any sense to me, because if you have a warrant, that's the only reason that they need is to look for you, is you have a warrant, so I'm coming for you. But I guess in this case, they were trying to probably wait for her to do something crazy so that way they can put more charges on her to keep her incarcerated longer. Oh, thank you, RK. You're so sweet. I'm so late on the chats. I can't believe they haven't updated the site yet. Mama threw it. I'm so glad you were able to catch the live. And I don't do it very often. It's so hard. Like my baby already came running in here. This way, the baby will be born safely. Of course, I have feelings, and the fact that she has mental issues, of course, I care about that, but I do not condone her actions nor how she blames her mental ill. Yes, it's so hard because it's like I get aggravated with myself because it's like, you have been waiting for this moment. You have been waiting for her to get arrested, so she's in a better place. Not necessarily a better place, because who wants to be in jail? I would rather be in my truck than be in jail, but that way she could have people watching her. And then I'm like, okay, so now she's in custody, but what if they're not watching her? What if she's like slamming her body against the walls? And then I'm starting to like freak out. So it's like, I got to remind myself not to think about it. Just hope and pray that they have eyes on her 24 freaking 7, and everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Oh. I'm so behind on the chats. I'm trying to hurry. That you're doing the text to talk. It messes. I feel like the phones are just even more stupid. Like I get so aggravated with it. I know, I've been so scared, and it's so crazy because it's like sometimes she'll talk like, "Oh, me and my baby will be fine in the car," but and then way too many times you hear what she's going to actually do to the baby. I wonder if freaking little Archie's listening. I don't know if y'all watch my video. If Archie, Arch, I think it's Arch, yeah. Please feel free to comment. You can jump on. I'm gonna try not to bring that whole situation back up, but yeah, I had a vent about that on my last video because I'm so damn tired of people asking me, why do you care? Why do you care? If you care about the baby so much, then why don't you go tell somebody? And then come to find out, this person is supposedly a mental health counselor. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I feel so bad for anyone who would get any help from you. Like, for one, you have no freaking heart. For two, you don't even, if I can't believe that she was a real counselor, because if you're a mental health counselor, if you're a therapist, if you're anything like that, you're a mandated reporter. You have to report her. So for her to be listening and watching my videos and seeing what she was saying about her and that baby, and she never reported her, she could have had her license taken away. And that made me so mad. I was like, what type of counselor does this? There's no way you're a counselor. So they just say they're holding her on that other active warrant. I know. I'm curious if she's going to be transferred. I know. I didn't think we would ever be here either. It's so crazy. I was so surprised. I was like, wow. Like, I was just brought up about the video about her still being in love with Jason, and then I wake up and she went to Jason's house. I'm curious. I don't know. I don't think he cares enough, sadly, but if he did care about the baby, I would have set her ass up. I would have been like, hey, do you want to come over so we can talk? And then called on her ass. Because, like, why did she go over there? Just, was she in, like, a crazy state? Yeah, she's definitely entitled. Yeah, her and Heather both. Yeah, I know. It's so bad. I took like half of my medication before the live, honestly, because I'm like, kids, try to calm down. Try not to be too loud. Oh, that means her vehicle got towed. I didn't even think about that. And all her belongings. Oh, do you think she had enough of weed or paraphernalia? Do you think they're going to try to like find anything and everything that like they could do, like she obviously had the car with her, so they could have probable cause to search the car. I mean, she's crazy, so they could be like, well, we think you're like high or you're acting crazy, so we have probable cause to search your vehicle. And then if they find paraphernalia, if they find enough weed, I'm very, very curious if they're going to charge her with that. Just like to find whatever they can to charge her with, whatever possible to keep her in there as long as they can. Oh no. Okay, you have to leave. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. I don't understand why my anxiety's been so sensitive lately. Oh, I guess I have an unhappy baby too right now. I think one warrant for 2 charges, but I'm not sure. She had one warrant for the false police report. What was the other one for? I feel like it was something that was like so long ago. But didn't something happen in October of last year? I'm about to go look. Oh gosh, the Chupster. Okay, I wonder if anyone has filled you in yet. I know I haven't even like Googled like what is does anyone know like approximately how long someone could be incarcerated for falsifying a police report and yelling rape? No, I haven't really been on Al's channel. I will if I need to, because I feel a little weird going on other people's channel because I don't want them to think I'm like taking their stuff. But I would definitely like credit her if I got anything. But no, I did not see. Her mom is crazy. I believe just about everything that she has said happened to her in her childhood. I think she embellished it, but her family's freaking crazy. All right, okay, you just be careful. Okay, so Chubster, are you filled in now? It sounds like it. It looks like it. Who watches me? Leticia? I doubt it. She's probably way too busy, like smoking weed and eating. I don't know why it's messing up my chat comments. Okay. She's in Garland County Jail, I believe. Oh, you're welcome, RK. I wish I had more time to like dedicate, more time so I could do more. We're about to play cards, so I have to close the chat. Oh, okay. Well, y'all have fun playing cards. Thank you for jumping on. With all the current reports made on her, she is more than likely placed on a suicide watch with cameras in the cell, as well as little privacy and paper jumpsuit. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, and because I think she was acting out whenever they went to go arrest her as well. I don't know exactly what she was doing, and I don't really want to. I don't know if I want to know. Yes, Leticia's mom is definitely a joke. It's so disturbing. Like, I feel bad for her, but it's so weird. Did y'all watch the video that I put up too whenever they had like that little chat conversation? And she's like, I love you too, mommy, but I don't want to go. I don't want to be touched by him, mommy. Like, it was so disturbing. It was so weird. Like, it's horrible what happened to her. And the family's real messed up. But that does not give her excuse at all what she has said about that baby and what she has threatened to done and what she has done to her daughter. Yeah, I need to check out the Maddie Owens. I've been so busy. Yeah, I agree. Chupster says there are videos that will be part of her current situation. the baby didn't ask to be born. I don't think she was raped, just my opinion. I don't think she was either. Just because looking at the text messages, and then she kind of like trampled on her story. Like she told the officer the first time it happened, it was non-consensual. She even told the officer, since it already happened, she just kind of asked, well, do you just want to, do it again? But if you see the text messages, whenever they kind of like met each other, I guess they met each other on Bumble, if I'm correct. And like the first time it was consensual. And then supposedly that night or in the early morning, that's whenever that supposedly happened. And it was disgusting. But I was like, it's kind of hard to believe that all of that happened and you had no idea. I feel really bad for the baby. I really do. I really hope it goes to just an amazing freaking family with no trauma. Okay, in her childhood under her mother's roof. So if her father and brother were actually doing this, you mean to tell me the mother didn't notice a change? I know when my children have a bad day. Yeah, I know. And it's disgusting. It's kind of it's like her mom admitted that it happened, but everybody was moving on type thing, which was disgusting. And then Leticia was saying something about how her brother has been with like a 16-year-old and that's not okay. She still sees her dad as a protector and she still loves him, even though he's done that to her. And, she still loves her mom. And it's crazy. Like it could be a freaking movie. And then she even said like her mom, I don't even like really want to say what she said, but she even said like her mom touched her bottom and top. And her dad and brothers were doing stuff to her. It's disgusting. Like, it's so disgusting. That's such a dang lie. LJ's Red Rose said her mom said that she turned herself in today after spending the week with her. Who turns himself in on a Friday? I know that's true. Nobody's trying to sit in that freaking jail cell the whole weekend. Her mom, I think her mom has so much guilt that she didn't protect her whenever she was younger that she has to sit here and try to protect her now on freaking YouTube. It's ridiculous. I don't believe she was with her for a week. I don't think she was with her at all. I don't think she left Arkansas. And yeah, no, she wouldn't turn herself in. Y'all heard that video whenever she was talking to that detective about her warrant. There's no way she was going to turn herself in. She was going to run as long as she could. Oh, RK, I don't want to put you on the spot and ask what you are. But yes, I was so infuriated about that whenever I don't want to make this, about that person, but I'm just going to call he or she Archie or something. I don't know. But she had made a couple of comments on my page, and I'm just like, you're rude. Like, I don't understand what you're trying to say, why you're commenting, especially why are you like, why do you keep coming back? And then one was like almost like a backhanded compliment, I guess. And then it just really made me mad whenever she was like, why do you care? And oh, if you care about the baby so bad, then why don't you figure out where she's at and tell somebody? And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I've already been in talks with like one of the captains up there, like a couple of days prior to this. So I did, and then I guess for some reason, she was like, you need to leave it up to the professionals to diagnose what. And I was like, I have never, ever, ever tried to watch this chick and diagnose her with a disorder. That's not what I'm doing. That's not my job. I don't get paid for that. And then she said something about how she was a mental health counselor for 8 years. And I'm like, wow, I feel bad for your patients, because the way that you talk to me, it's, you're not talking correctly, and then you're just being rude, and then you don't have a heart. How are you a mental health counselor and you're going to ask me, why do I care? And why don't I do something? Okay, I did something. So why don't you do something? You're the mental health counselor. You're acting like you are in Arkansas. So why don't you counsel her? Like, she needs a counselor. She needs help. Why don't you give her help? And then on top of that, you didn't report her. Sorry, I'm not going to go on that rant again. I'm sure she's going to hear it. As she should. It depends on if there's any current charges placed on her in the county that she's been arrested in, period. If not, she will be transferred to the county that has the warrants for her arrest. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think they're going to transfer her, I think. Honestly, I hope she's transferred to the psych ward so they can literally watch her 24/7. I agree. Like, this is why they have padded rooms, I guess. That's not really funny, but yeah, it is. I mean, you really have to watch this bitch all the fucking time to make sure she's okay. I'm so curious. Like, I'm almost. It's not that I feel bad for her, but it's just sad. It's like, I kind of wish I was a fly on the wall. Like, I wonder what she's doing right now, and like what her mental state is. Like, what is she thinking? Is it something like deep and dark and depressing and horrible, or is she like gonna be in like a protective mode? Yeah, I hope they search the whole entire vehicle and get everything that they can. Honestly, Leticia has admitted that in the beginning she chose him as a father, though she slept with 4 men in the same week because he was the one she thought was cute and kind of well off. Yeah, that it's kind of ironic how the two people was like, what, she slept with two people like within 2 days. So she really doesn't know who the father is. She's gonna have to have a DNA test. And she even said in one of her videos about, I think it was about either the other guy or another guy, but it wasn't about Jason. It was about someone else. And she was like, you have good genetics. And then whenever she said that, I was like, why would you say that? Like, it sounds like you are trying to make a baby. But she said she was there for about 10 days and they never did anything, which I don't know if I believe. Al has confirmed she did not go to Jason Wallace's house. That does not surprise me. There's too many people talking about this. There's way too many people who are going to put in what they want to happen. That it's so hard. That's why I was just like, focus on your work and you can look at that later, because the story is going to change. The email was a fabrication, except that she was arrested. So, gosh, my chat keeps on going up. Chester, you're right. I would hope a mental evaluation. I think hopefully the officers know how she is, so hopefully she will not be able to trick anybody. Filing a false report, you can do years in prison, and with what she accused him of and lying, I'm sure they'll give her the max. That's so crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't. That's why I didn't want to go live. And that's why I made sure I was like, allegedly, supposedly, people are saying she went to Jason's house. I guess that's why it would be so ironic to me, because it's just. But yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Thank you, LJ's Red Rose. If a blood test is done on TC, there are so many ways this has happened. I wonder if there's any way they can have a nurse come and check her, or like take her to the hospital, but just, stand outside the door, make sure. I wonder if they'll do that. I wonder if they'll go and get the baby checked out and make sure the baby's okay. I remember whenever I was pregnant and I had to go in, I remember seeing an officer by the door. I guess it was sad, very sad situation, but I guess the chick was pregnant. I don't want to go to her page. Leticia did not go to Jason's house. I'll, I guess, confirm that. Ow. Ow. I think I would agree that we are all in this together, as long as you didn't get info and pretend it came from elsewhere. I don't think she would mind. I'm glad you are so fair, though. I love it. Yeah, no, of course. I can tell. I haven't watched her, but the little few minutes that I did watch her, I could tell she puts time into her videos. And what I did like about her is you can tell she actually cared, about mainly the baby. So I really did like that. I can't go get information somewhere and not say where I got it. Like, that just wouldn't be right. Oh, baby, your house makes me feel just like I'm in. Do you hear my kids? Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. That would be really sad if she lost her car. I mean, what happens in situations like that? I wonder if her mom could get the car. Or would her mom just say, I can't afford to go get it? Okay, so nobody knows definitely how she got arrested. We just know Leticia is arrested. She was arrested this morning. We don't know what happened yet. What if her mom was right? What if she really did turn herself in? I don't see her turning herself in, though. I see, like, her the type as being like, nah, bitch, you gonna have to find me if you want me. Like, I'm gonna stay and smoke my weed in my car, and if you want me, come get me. Hey, Camden Epcot. I know I haven't done a live in forever. Okay, there's a doctor. What is it? There's a doctor and a medical staff at Most Jail. Hopefully she's already been checked out. I really hope so. She lives on disability, so she probably couldn't afford a car, but she did ask her on live to come home. Yeah, I remember that. Well, I mean, if she was with her all week, I don't know. I just don't. I don't see her driving all the way to Arkansas to turn herself in. Because I know she was dreading that. That's what I'm hoping too. If Leticia turned herself in, as her mother stated, her mother has a car. That's what I would assume as well. Camden Epcot. I'm just getting here. What's the update on Leticia? I read that comment her mom made that you posted, and I saw earlier that she's been arrested this AM. Yes, she was arrested this morning. That's all we really know right now. There's a couple of different stories, of course, because there's so many people involved. So we're not positive if she turned herself in or if someone called on her, if she went somewhere. But she is definitely incarcerated as of this morning. Honestly, most likely if her car was towed, she will have to get it out of impound. She doesn't make enough cash through the state and through donations. Yeah, I heard supposedly she was like low on money, like she was probably negative, but hopefully her mom has it. And if her mom does not have it, hopefully she can get it. If she didn't already get it, I pray she can. Oh, that reminds me, because I was wondering if she even pays her car insurance. So, okay, so I don't know if you have car insurance in Arkansas, but they could be a problem if she doesn't have it. Yeah, I don't know if she pays it. We're gonna get to that. The Chepster, based on her behavior, if she was picked up by police, might have taken her to the hospital first. This is only a speculation, but once she arrived at the jail, she did receive medical. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if I would hope so, if she was going like batshit crazy, hopefully they would take her. Her being pregnant, hopefully they would take her to the jail first. Oh gosh. Yes, she had a warrant for falsifying a rape report. I'm new to this Leticia stuff. I have my master's degree in Heather G, but still have many questions about Leticia. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Y'all help me in the comments. Leticia is her and Heather almost just alike. Besides, Leticia is pregnant and she has threatened her unborn baby on numerous occasions. She has also abused her daughter that she does not have custody of. Her ex-husband has custody of her daughter. She's crazy. She's mentally unstable. But like Heather, she expects the world to give her everything that she wants and needs. I guess she was like on this website. I don't know if it was the Bumble dating app or if it was like this. People were joking about like the whole cuddle buddy thing. But she would go meet these guys, do her stuff, and that's pretty much how she made money. Well, supposedly a couple days she was with some dude, and he was in the Navy, or he was in some type of service. Okay. And then literally 2 days later, she goes to Jason Wallace's house or an Airbnb. She went to go meet up with this guy named Jason Wallace. He as well was serving or did serve. She knew she was ovulating the first time. They didn't know each other. They like met like online. The name of the website was called Cuddle Bunny. That's so funny. I'm trying to hurry up without missing anything. So the first time they had, it was consensual. And then supposedly, it was not the next time. You could see the text messages between him and her, and you could tell she was kind of going crazy. And he was like, I don't know what's going on with you. Like, I don't know why you're acting like this. You're acting weird. You're lashing out. So she ends up leaving, and she pretty much got mad because he didn't want to be with her. And then she got really pissed off because all of a sudden she found out she was pregnant and he wasn't replying to her. She said that if he did not want to be the dad, if he did not want to be in the baby's life, she was not going to have the baby. And she did not buy a plan B because she was expecting to have more sex before she went home. But since this Jason guy was like getting creeped out and was like, you're freaking crazy, he was done with it. So she got mad. So since he was ignoring her, she decided to say it was rape. So yeah, all of that. Basically exactly what you said, as her name is on Joe Arthur. Was there any on Facebook videos? Was there any what on Facebook? Yes, she falsified a rape report. And then she called. She was trying to talk to the detective. And she was like asking him, like, why would I turn myself in? Would you turn yourself in? Why would I turn myself in whenever I didn't do anything? Are y'all looking for him? Are you making him turn himself in? It was ridiculous. Yeah, no, Candy, that's what I'm saying. She's a lot like Heather besides the child part. I don't see Heather being the best mom, but I don't see Heather doing what Leticia has done and threatened to do. I don't see Heather doing that. Yeah, that's what's so crazy. I didn't think I would find anyone so crazed in the head, like more than Heather, but she is. And what's even more sick is she's pregnant. So she's like abusive in different ways. She charged $80 an hour, and she wanted to be reimbursed for gas. Oh, you're welcome, Camden. I just wanted to make sure everybody was kind of caught up. Yeah, very entitled. Very entitled. She lived in her car for 2 years. So it's like, I don't know. To me, I would be thinking if I was by myself and I lived in my car for 2 years, I would get a job and I would save all that I had. But I guess she was just fine living in her car, getting disability. All she cared about was vegan food and weed. She would drive to go get freaking weed. RK says Leticia willingly gave up her daughter, and I do not say that as a bad thing. Actually, I think it's the best thing she has ever done. Not because she's just like Heather plays the victim. I know it's so weird because she's like, I did not give up my daughter. That's what her mom was saying too. I can't with her mom. Her mom's fucking crazy too. Mama, 3 dogs. I know. I was thinking the same thing. Watch the baby come back, not even being Jason Wallace. I'm not trying to be funny, but what if the baby came out like dark as hell? Not because of like the race or anything like that, but just so people would automatically know without even testing, like, yeah, that's not the dad. That's so funny. She doesn't know. And it was so nasty because whenever she was on the phone with the detective, she was like, well, I'm assuming, it's not his. And then she was talking about with Jason, she was talking about like literally talking about discharge with the detective. So it's like, this was 2 days apart. There's no way to know who the father was. You have to have a test done. And then if you were doing more than those two, I think there's more than two. I mean, this is like a high case Morris situation. How the hell can someone have sex with you when you're asleep? Come on. I would so wake up unless I was drugged, but come on, she wanted a man. Yeah, I know. What I didn't understand was I can understand him trying because, like, unfortunately, I like something, okay. But she pretty much was saying that she did not know until he finished on her stomach. So that made no sense to me because if he would be slick, it would be like on the side. So how could you be sleeping and this man be on top of you and you have no idea? You go through all of that, have no idea why you're asleep, and then all of a sudden something's on your stomach and that's what wakes you up? That does not make any sense. And then she keeps on saying like, oh, well, he wouldn't respond to me, so I knew it was rape, So it's like if he was to respond to her, if he wanted to have a relationship with her, if he was to write her back, then she wouldn't consider it rape. Is it okay if I use information to research case on screen? Yeah. I saw one of her lives crying rape and then another one saying the man that impregnated her wanted nothing to do with the baby. I was thinking, how many rapists want something to do with the baby? Yeah, that's true. And what was so crazy about it is she still wanted to be with him. Like I just did a video where a couple weeks ago she was like, I wonder where Jason is. I love him. I know it sounds weird, but I love him. Like it was just, you can't. There's no way in hell. And then she got mad, supposedly, whenever he did that to her. She just turned around and went back to sleep. And then she stayed there that night because she didn't feel like driving home. Are you kidding? There's no way. Like, nothing makes sense. There's no way. And then for her to text him and want a relationship with him, if that really happened, no. Why the hell would you not use protection on both parts, him and hers? I know. I have no idea who this guy is, but I have a feeling he's not my favorite. They're both in the wrong. I I know she said that she doesn't like to use condoms. Okay, well, I bet you wish you used one now. I mean, my gosh. Pop that thing on for freaking 60 seconds or be pregnant for 9 months and you have a baby, or, I mean, she wasn't on birth control. And she is such a liar. She said she wasn't on birth control because she didn't want anything to do with any guys. But literally, she was getting paid to go cuddle. It's bullshit. Can I still see her Facebook videos? Yes, she has. She doesn't really pay, like she didn't really post that much on Facebook, but the video of her talking to the detective about the warrant, that's on her Facebook. And I think it's Leticia Servans. Yeah, it's the last thing that she posted. Yeah, that was my next question. How much of what her mother said is true? Not knowing anything, I felt bad for the mom, but it sounds like the mom has her own psych issues. Yes. Yeah. I really hope and think. I mean, I think like the whole freaking family needs therapy. It would be easier if it was just like Leticia and her mom, and maybe that would be a good start. But it sounds like her dad is still alive and with her mom, and her brothers are still around. So it's like every single body in her family got essayed, like did stuff to each other. And it's disgusting. That's why I think that she's like, if you see the way that her mom talks, you could tell, mother and daughter. Not only the words that they use and how they talk, but her mom kind of seems almost entitled as well. And her mom's used to her, always saying that she's going to commit suicide. I think her mom feels bad for what has happened in the past, and that's why she was trying to stand up for her in the comments in that one video. And she didn't deny anything. She was just like, every family has their past, and, we're trying to heal and move on. And it's like, how the hell do you heal and move on? I bet none of y'all went to therapy. Like, you have to do some severe therapy for that. That's so disgusting. Leticia is only hoping, and this is her own words, that the baby is Jason's. She doesn't know because of the 4 men she slept with in 1 week. That's so bad. What did she name the baby? Who was the second person? Was it her ex-husband, or was it her dad? I don't know if she was being a smartass or what. But she named the baby Jason something. 4 dudes in 1 week. That's crazy. There's no way, if it was 4 in 1 week, there's no way she can pinpoint and say that it was Jason's. She has to have a test done. Candy says she knew exactly what she was doing. She wanted a home and a man. That's so hard for me. It's like I believe that, but it's so hard for me to understand why anyone would even think that way. But hearing her talk, it makes sense, because she keeps saying like, "Oh, I'm pregnant. How am I supposed to, deal with this baby if I don't have if I don't have a husband, if he doesn't have a dad, if I don't have a man, how am I supposed to take care of this baby? And as a single mom of 3, that pisses me off so bad. It's like, how do you not want to be, like, how do you, like, not feel so crappy? Like, learn how to be, like, an independent woman. Like, you don't need anybody to take care of your baby. Like, stand up and be a boss and do it your damn self. Be a good mom. Do you know how long she'll be in jail? When they talk to her, they'll know something's not right with this woman. Yeah, supposedly they know all about her. Supposedly. You can't really. I'm curious what her first husband looked like, how long she was married to him. I don't know. Like, I only seen like half of them because she would like rip out his like face, literally cut out his face of the pictures. He kind of looked like a heavier set man, but I don't know. She didn't do very many pictures of him. Thomas Jason Servin. Yes. So disgusting. Yeah, it's so sad because she was like calling the baby like a demon. Oh my gosh. And then did y'all hear whenever she was talking about whenever she had the abortion, she put instead of like angel wings for the baby, she put bat wings for the tattoo. And it like marked her, like her soul. And I'm like, what the hell? And yet, like, look at you now. Yeah, that's true. RK says, yes, definitely she has to have a test done. But to be honest, as soon as that baby comes out, her hoo-ha, I hope she doesn't get to even touch it or look at it after all the threats she has said. It's sad, but after all the threats she has said, I feel like they cannot be too safe. That they would have to just take it and go. And that's so sad. I there's no way I could imagine. But at the same time, I couldn't imagine, like, saying the things that she said about her baby. So.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, gosh. I so agree, but she lived out of her car for 2 years and one in a home. Hey, no. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, it was so sad. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, she was like one of those type of people where it's like you could give her all the solutions in the world and then she would have a problem with it all. So it's like you'd be like, I mean, get a job and save up. You could have had a place by now. For 2 years, you wouldn't have to live in your car for 2 years. But she doesn't want a job. She would rather just be on disability. And her mom, I guess, is on disability too. Everybody's on disability. Yeah, I really hope and pray the baby goes to just an amazing home and just doesn't know anything about her or her family. And it sounds horrible and it's something crappy to say, but her and her family are fucked up. And I couldn't imagine that baby finding out his own mother tried to off him. I swear, if I'm not like trying to do anything, I'm good. My kids are good. But it's like as soon as they're like, oh, where's mom? Then they come barging in. Thank you, Candy. I was trying to do a video the other night and she was telling me, shh, mom, shh. And I'm like, no, I can talk, but you can't. I was like, do you want to commentate for me? She said, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I bet you would. Oh my gosh. I know. I was joking around with them at the table, and I forgot how it came up, but I said something about me getting pregnant again. And of course, my oldest, she's like, no, you can wait till after I move out. I'm like, no. And I'm like, what's the point? And I was like, I'm not going to die lonely. For people who don't know, there's only a couple people who know, like, I'm going through a divorce right now. And that's like crazy. Like, we've been together for 9 years. So didn't know that was going to happen. But here we are. So I'm like, I don't want to be alone, like, for the rest of my life. Maybe I should just have babies. And then I'm like, no, my last pregnancy was a bad scare. So I'm not going to do that again. She openly admitted in her videos she did not want a home. She had a home that the state was paying for through Section 8, and then she messed it all up. She doesn't want to live in a home. That's so crazy. Like, what did she do to mess it up? Why would you mess that up? So many people would take advantage of that. Candy, she must have been on the outs with all family members if she's been homeless for 2 years, like everyone. Well, yeah, that's how sick this family is. Like, supposedly her mom, her dad, and her brothers touched her. R-I-P-E-D, her. It was disgusting. She said something about her cousins, but she says that her cousins don't talk to her. So I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh, 29? I know my oldest was doing the math at the dinner table, and she was like, I'm going to be, I think she said like 24. I don't know. She was going to be like in her early or mid 20s when my baby is like 16. And I'm like, stop. She will speak. Okay, 9 years is a long time, but trust me, just from listening to you speak over these months, you seem like a very sweet, caring, loving person. You will go far, and trust me, you will get a good ass man. Thank you. That's what I told my kids. I was like, Mom's gonna have to either find a man or get me a baby. She's like, neither. All right, welcome back, Mom with 3 dogs. Okay, so let me try to look. Y'all let me know in the chat if you cannot hear me. I don't know who pays for her phone. Supposedly so she gets Social Security or disability. And then I guess she gets like extra money on the side. I don't know if it's like just for food or if it's like a Walmart card. And then she gets donos. What did she say? She says she got like 1,000 or 1,200 a month or something like that. So that's what I was thinking. Like, you literally only have to pay for gas and food. And if you have, insurance, but I don't even think she paid for her insurance. Oh, you're welcome, Mom of 3 dogs. I'm glad we were finally able to do another live. It's so crazy. I feel like the last time I did a live, it was about those crazy, weird people. Well, they're all crazy and weird, but not the crazy, weird we're used to. Like, I did, the last live I enjoyed was like whenever we did, we were talking about Heather and we were looking at her stuff. I guess she don't have no bills, so she doesn't need an address for it to go to. But actually, in the text messages she sent, whenever her and Jason like I guess, just exchanged phone numbers. It was like December 1st, December 2nd. You could see that she sent him her address, but the only part you could see, because it like cut off, but you could see where it said P.O. box. So she has a P.O. box, but I thought that cost money too. So she has to pay for that. I'm so curious. I don't know. Oh, where'd it go? Does she think she does these posts to get Jason to care? I'm so curious, like, if he watches her on YouTube. And people would mess with her and say, like, oh, he was on a stream, but it's just, it's so hard to believe anything these days with so many people. No, I have no idea how long they will keep her. I need to Google, unless somebody knows, like the minimum or maximum of falsifying a rape. They still have, I'm about to check again, but they still haven't, right before the live I checked, and they haven't done anything on the website. They probably had to like freaking do so much with her. She gets money from disability also, I believe, from the state. She gets free health insurance and food stamps, and she also makes a lot of money off of YouTube and social media. She literally makes a lot. No, man, she probably makes more money than I do. I mean, she'll make more money than I do because I actually have a job, but she definitely makes more money on YouTube than I do because I don't. That's what makes me so mad is like, if you could budget your stuff, then you can have a place to live in. And then if you needed like state assistance, if you needed to get on HUD, that could help you too. But no, like literally all she cares about is her expensive vegan freaking food and weed. And Lord knows how much money she spends on weed. I know. Did y'all hear my rant the other day? I think it was yesterday. Did it go through yesterday or did it go through today? And I was just like, had a rant about somebody. And it just like, but it also just reminded me of how much like I just love this community and I like love y'all and we all just kind of just click and get along, and it's not like most channels, and I don't want that to change. Heather's been quiet. We don't know where or who she's with. I know I've been slacking. She actually just posted. I was going to try to at least do a screen record before I got on, but I didn't want to be late. But she was like showing her body. It looks like she got a new workout outfit, like a sports bra and like shorts. And it looks like she was feeling herself. Like she was feeling herself. And she was like sitting up and she was like pointing the phone at her, like at her body. And then she like laid back so you could see like her body. It was really weird. But I guess she was like feeling, she was feeling herself. She was on a bed. She was looked like a house. I still have not seen, I don't know who this person is, but I'll get it from you, RK. Actually, when I was watching Adonis Paul, Jason was in the stream and it was confirmed. I asked him a few questions regarding this situation, which has already come out in the answer. You're so good. You're like a little PI like me. He seemed like a nice dude that didn't realize who he was getting caught up with because they met on an app the first night. That's what I was just wondering. Is like, I felt kind of bad for him, but then I'm like, this is kind of sketchy because, like how they met, like it's just kind of weird. Has anyone got on Jason's media or know much about him? Sounds like he's normal, just wanted a piece of butt and she were nuts. Yeah, he was not ready. She went crazy. Jay, yeah, she did. She went batshit crazy. She went so crazy. She's like, you hear about these type of people. I've never encountered this type of person, but she's that type of person where it's like, you can't leave me. Like, if you leave me, I will kill myself. Or if I can't have you, nobody can have you. Like, she's that person. You are accurate. You definitely make a lot that you work hard for, and we appreciate it. She does make a lot of the donors. Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, I don't know how she gets. I mean, I'm not going to hate on her. Y'all see how loud they get? If I was like watching TV, everything would be fine. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's the same thing with Heather. It's like, why are people donating to these people? And what's sad is, like, on her other videos, she was saying how, and I don't get a lot in my donations. Y'all know that. It's just like a little bit. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so ungrateful. These are the people who give you donos. Like, they're probably the type of people who like are living paycheck to paycheck. And you're probably eating better than they are. Oh my gosh, Candy. I swear. Heather and her needs to be friends. Heather could have a child and they could do YouTube videos every night. I would watch them nonstop. Like, if they were like the RV people, I would actually watch them. I would. That would be hilarious. LJ's Red Rose. JW is in contact with Al and has been since the beginning. He provided the info regarding the information. What did he say? He wasn't the one who said that she went to his house and he called the cops on her. I'm confused. I'm going to stay out of that. You can relay if you want, because I don't know, and I'm not saying what happened. I don't know what happened, unless I know for sure. I don't know. Maybe Jason got in contact with Al after he found out someone lied to her about how she got arrested or turned herself in. I have no idea. Jay, she went crazy over Jason, but I bet she was pregnant before him. Yeah, that could be why she wanted to make sure, they did it a couple times. Do you get donations for all this, or stars, girl, you work hard? I'll send you some. No, you don't have to. That's sweet. But no, I don't. I literally just got monetized. I don't remember. I told y'all whenever I got monetized, because I completely forgot about it. And then I got an email saying that I got monetized. And I was like, oh, so I was excited. And then it's like, yeah, but you have to make so much. Like, you have to make so much before you get like a check or anything like that. And I haven't made that much, so, which is fine. I mean, thankfully, like I have like a full-time job that, this is just nice. It would be nice to get, some sort of income with it, but it's nice to have like a little, I say a break, but y'all hear my kids coming in after me. He did confirm on Adonis Paul's chat that he had sent all text messages to the police. Yeah, and that's what's so funny and crazy to me is she sent text messages to the police too. And whenever she was talking to the detective and he was like, well, let me ask you this question, so it's like he had them and like, it's like, girl, if anybody read the text messages, no one would think it was what you were screaming. It's so crazy. I don't know. I have no idea. People are crazy. People are crazy. I know, it's so crazy. Like, we didn't know people like this existed, and here they are, like, on YouTube getting paid and sending cash apps. Was he able to tell her anything, or he just confirmed, no, she did not come to my house? So now I'm wondering, I thought she would not get caught until she was like driving and she didn't use like a blinker or something, some kind of petty reason for them to pull her over and then be like, oh, you have a warrant. Okay. Because I feel like they could have found her if they wanted to, but it's like they just wanted more. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And it would just shock me if she turned herself in. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, RK. Like, that was too much. I was trying to listen, but it was like, it was really loud and my head was hurting. And I was so confused because it was like a family or a friend of an ex. And I was just like, this is too far down the line for me. Like, whatever comes out, comes out. There's going to be too many stories. I don't think JW said it because in the email that was read on out, it was supposedly from her ex Andrew's family member. So I do not know, nor can confirm it was JW that actually said it this time. Yeah, I think LJ said that he confirmed she did not go to his house. So I don't know why people lie. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of I'm talking about. Like, people like just have no lives that they're gonna sit there and just like not only fabricate, but just like blatantly just come out with a full ass story and just lie. Yeah, he provided all the missing text because you could tell she had some that was not in there. Probably whenever she was lashing out, going crazy. Who is Candle? Who are you talking to, Arkin? Exactly what you just said, because the ones that Leticia showed on her Facebook, there was plenty deleted. Because you can compare what he sent to the police and the ones that she posted. I really wish they would hurry up and update the website. Who's someone told me to go on what is that called? Oh, Kiwi Farms. I'm so curious to see what her. I want to see what her mugshot looks like so bad. I don't know why. Well, I'm sure we all do. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I don't know. And the hold for other agency, like that's it. Like there's nothing. So the city is Hot Springs National Park. Arrest agency is Hot Springs PD. Is that the same county that she filed where she did the whole the alleged the rape? Okay. I was wondering, I was like, oh my gosh. Like I figured you're probably talking to Candy. But I was like, Candle, is there someone like with Candle in their name? And I don't block anybody. No, you're fine. The whole text talk, believe me, I get it. Pisses me off. Well, Jay, I feel like Al's cheerleader, but she is the creator that I trust and think is doing a great job covering Leticia with grace, kindness, and truth. No, you're fine. Like I'm glad you like watch her. I've never seen her. But like I said earlier, I feel like the couple minutes that I was able to watch her, I could kind of tell like she actually, put effort into it, and you can tell she actually cared about the baby and about the situation. So I give her mad props and respect for her for that, because a lot of people they don't care. They don't. They really don't. So it's really nice to see another creator actually give a damn and do something about it. Kiwi RK said Kiwi Farms was really good for a lot of the backstory up until recent. Of course, there's some stuff missing because it needs to be updated, but there was a lot of proof and police reports. Okay, so if we ever get bored, if y'all want to go to the Kiwi Farm together, then we could do that. I never even knew what Kiwi Farm was until you told me. And then whenever I went, I was like, the hell is this? Like, I've never been on anything like that. From what I have seen in multiple videos from other channels, is that she went to Hot Springs first, or the other department first, and one of them knew about her, so they did not even file the report. Wow. Whenever she was on the phone, she had the warrant in Bentonville, right? I'm pretty sure that's what he said. I'm pretty sure the phone call, it was from Bentonville. So then wouldn't that be the place that wouldn't she need to stay in that county? I don't know. I'm confused. Disposition. I'm curious how that went, like her offering Leticia help. Like, I wonder how Leticia took that. It's kind of like, what did she do and say? Just because, like, I know, like, whenever people, you just kind of get just like freaking yelled at whenever you're trying to help, like, her or Heather. I know, Kiwi Farms. Okay, yes, it was on Bentonville. Okay. That's what I thought. From what it sounded like on Leticia's video, is that she went to him, I guess, in Bentonville or near it, but she knew he lived in Bentonville or something. Again, I'm only going off Leticia. So, is Bentonville a county or a city? Yeah, exactly. That's what she does. Like, if you, her and Heather is the same exact way. If you offer them help, they're going to block you, call you out, call you crazy. Oh, why do you want my baby? Why would I give you my baby? Like, it's just. Okay. LJ, yep. Okay. Bentonville is the city, Benton is the county. Okay. That makes sense because whenever I was like looking it up, I was looking up Bentonville and then it came up Benton. I was like, okay, I guess they just like do it for short. Okay, so let me look at this one more time. Okay, so she's probably going to be transferred to Bentonville. Okay, so do you know what county Hot Springs? What county is Hot Springs in? Is it the same county? Is Hot Springs and Bentonville both in Benton County? Garland County? Okay, so that's probably where she's going. Because it looks like she got arrested. The arrest agency was Hot Springs. And underneath the charge, it says hold for other agencies. So I guess they have to take her to Garland. Right? Does that make sense? I wonder if. How does she have so many open cases? Filing date October. What the heck? October 12th, 2021. No, this is with the state. Garland Hot Springs. This case is still open? Class C misdemeanor. She spent 10 days in jail. Misdemeanor criminal trespass. Did she actually like trespass somebody, or was it because she was like parked somewhere? Arrest, disposition report. What? Adriana Collins. Oh, snap. Order no contact issued. What? Okay. Who is Adriana Collins? I know. Let me go back to the chat. I'm trying to like look at this in the chat. Are y'all seeing this? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me whenever I'm on this page? I'm not leaving until someone tells me y'all can hear me. I'm assuming y'all can hear me because I asked who this chick was. Okay, thank you, LJ. Thank you, Jay. Yes. Now I'm wondering, this is still open. Is this whenever she went to her ex-husband's house and this is his wife? Okay. That makes sense. Okay. So this case is still open. October 12th, 2021. It was trespassing. Order no contact was issued for Adriana Collins. Plea and arrangement held. Waiver signed, no contest plea. She was sent to 10 days in jail. Dang, man, they give you their address. She went straight to jail to serve her time. So she just did 10 days in jail in October? I mean, shit, we're in June. Let me go back. Yes, that is her ex-husband's new old lady. She needs to stop going to people's houses. Well, I don't know if she went to Jason's house, but yes. Supposedly she stayed there for 10 days. She was supposed to be in there for 10 days. Oh, okay. Do you remember how she got her car? Whenever she was in jail, do you remember how she got her car out of like the impound? But she's going to be in jail way longer than 10 days. Or do y'all think she's going to let her out until her court hearing? They should put no bond because she's so fucking crazy. She literally went in their backyard and was talking to the dog and banging on their front door. You guys got to watch the video if you haven't. It's insane. Oh, gosh. I feel like I need to write notes and remind myself what to watch. I don't have anywhere. I can't make... So I need to find the YouTube video in October. Her daughter's new mommy. Oh, you're going to make her mad, LJ. On the report, it said 10 days, but I don't know. Yeah, you know how that works. Yeah, I know, right? I'm sure people paid for her to get it out. Okay. Golly, man, I can't. People drive me absolutely crazy. All right, so let me share. Yeah, I saw where she doxed her daughter. And it made me so mad. Like, I don't know if she was trying to get, like, piss off her ex-husband, but if she, like, loves and cares for her daughter, she should think about her safety. Share. What do I have to stop it to do a new one? Share screen. Chrome time. Oh gosh, which one is it? Is this one? Okay, in the District Court of Garland County, Arkansas, Leticia Collins, no contact order. Defendant shall have no contact with 106 Douglas Drive, or Adriana Collins, victim, and victim's immediate family, either directly or indirectly by any means, including but not limited to telephone, mail, text, electronic mail, or through social media. Yeah, I'm sure she screwed that one up. Defendant is ordered to comply even if victim seems to allow or request contact. Defendant shall have no contact with victim's residence and workplace. That's crazy, man. What is this one? What was this? 2 days later? Or 2 days? Oh, no, this was in 2020. That literally says nothing. She has always been decent when she responded to me. She says she appreciates it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know why people would kiss her ass. That's so crazy. I wonder how long it takes for them to update everything. Gosh, I feel like I still can't fully know too much about the whole puppy situation. How many warrants has she had? Like, can they just like sum it up and make this easier? Bradley is at. Wait a second. What? What is going on with this? Who do y'all know about that? So I hate how they have these laid out. This was June 2019. This case is still open too? But she was the defendant in this one. This is so confusing. Violations, Leticia Collins. Guilty, class A, misdemeanor. But, okay, sentence, Leticia Collins, jail time, local facility, 1 year, 275 days, violation of no contact order. Did she seriously have another? Is this pretty much the same thing as a restraining order? How many of these does she have? I'm just confused because I saw another guy's name. But it says sentence, Leticia Collins, sentence jail time, 1 year, violation of no contact order. Affidavit for warrant, Leticia Collins. Arrest warrant served. This was June 2019. This was 3 years ago. Defendant appears in custody via video. Presiding and attorney Mark Frazier appears. Mother Gail Morrison appears. Victim Bradley Collins. I thought his name. I'm so confused. Guilty plea with Bradley Collins, defendant sentenced to 1 year in jail. I'm so confused. Who is Bradley Collins? I thought his name was Brandon. She's had a freaking shit crap load of restraining orders. Okay. Yeah, because it said Bradley, and I was like, Bradley? Golly. I don't even want to. And they're all open. I wonder if they're all restraining orders, if they're all open. Harassment. I mean, her mom goes, like, it shows up on via video court with her. Who the hell is Loretta and Ron Collins? Is that her mom and or her ex mother and father-in-law? Everybody getting a restraining order on her. She has too many. This is going to drive me crazy trying to. Because none of it. Let's see, the very first one was. So pretty much everybody on her ex-husband's side got a restraining order on her. And she pretty much violated. No driver's license. This was forever ago. Oh, that's crazy. Man, I was hoping they would freaking update it by the time I came on here. Well, is there anything that y'all want to look at before I end the live? It's like I want to check her social media, but nothing's going to be on there. I feel like there's no point of... Let me just check. I wonder if her mom has like a Facebook or something. I wonder if they're Facebook friends. Remember, she used to always like block her and delete her and crap. Has anyone had any updates with anybody? I don't see her mom on her Facebook. Did I lose y'all? What's going on? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Has anyone else heard anything before I go off? All right. All right. I guess I don't guess any. I feel like I lost everybody. All right. Well, I wish we had more of an update, but I'm glad we were able to all get on the live together and hang out and chat. I guess I'll end the live. I'm sure I'll chat with y'all in the comments or something later. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for joining in.